And here I am. Hey, y'all. Oh, my goodness. We don't have a whole lot today, but we got a bit. Um, I am going to see if I can pull up what I had. And I'll see if that allows me to. No, it's not going to let me. Okay. I was trying to see if I could pull up the everything I had in the description box, but hello everybody. Everything just wants to be happening here. Yeah. So how is everybody today? I am your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. And I am so happy to have you here, whether you're catching me live or if you're catching me on replay. I am mighty grateful that you're here with me today. Y'all hear me when I go home. Oh my goodness. The accent gets thick. I know that there are some words every now and then that come out and you can hear that southern drawl, but when I'm talking to my sisters from Carolina, it's so easy to take it back home. I mean, a whole conversation, I sound really North Carolinian. I really do. But I've been here so long. First of all, I want to thank you all for 400. This is what you all, that's what you all don't hear when everything goes, okay. That's the 15th spam call today. But at any rate, 423 subscribers. Yay, go us. Also, I think it's very close to 1.4. It's like 1.39K in viewing hours. So we're working on it. Okay, I think that was all for that part. Sips and whips. Today, I am sipping on Midnight Blend Dark Roast, and it's from Aldi's. I ran out of the espresso from Walmart, and I went over to Aldi's and got me some dark roast because I needed something a little stronger than the French roast. So I'd be needing that strong coffee, y'all. And then my mug, it lasts for quite a while on the hot side. So this and tea are the only things that I do hot. I don't like my food hot. Mm-mm. Just a little warmer than room temperature is like how I like my 16. Sorry. But those are the only two things I drink hot. Like I said, I have my coffee with the 10 ounces of caramel macchiato creamer, 20 ounces of coffee, dash of salt, drip of vanilla. I also have my half cup of guava juice, delish, and I have 2.5 bottles of water. So I have plenty to keep me hydrated while I'm here with you today. I have a hanking to start something, and I got a bunch of little balls because I was really tickle pink with this baby. Hey sis, how are you? I'm so happy you're here. I am so happy you're here. I was starting to get a little bit discouraged Trying not to let it show, but I really was. But I was really, really tickled by this one and the other one that I showed you recently that I'm working on. Oh, I dropped my. Okay. But these two, I am so enjoying working with the scrap yarn. I really, really am. It just I got a couple of finished objects to show you. And you'll see just how much I'm loving working with the scrap yarn. But I want to put something else on my hook. I have not completed any whips per se, but every Taco Tuesday I add those to the list of whips, and that determines, how many true whips I have. So added to the lips this week's Taco Tuesday, we had Get a Whip, Any Whip, and Complete It. So I still have that to do. A pumpkin make. I made a pumpkin. It is a true no-sew pumpkin. Nothing is sewn in it. Everything was done with the crochet hook. I even crocheted the stem, stuffed the stem, and I'm so tickled with this. It's half double crochet and single crochet. I did 4 single crochet, 4 single crochet, 12 half double crochet, 4 single crochet, and I did that for 32 rows. So it kind of made it concave anyway. And I left a long tail at the bottom so that I could pull the circle, but I didn't pull it as tight as I should have. I have an opening in the bottom, but I know if I make another one, how to do it now. And, to pull that bottom really, really, really tight. And then I had like a 2-foot long tail, but it was to pull this bottom short and to work my top around and closing that as well. And then I never stopped my other yarn, my working yarn, and I crocheted my stem coming up. And then I put the hook in and pulled the tail of that down, so all the tails are tucked inside. No sewing, no needle whatsoever. All I used was, I think it was 4.5 hook at my yarn and my scissors, 4 worsted weight, of course. It's actually a vintage yarn. I know Juan would love this, but it's one that was gifted to me a while ago. It's Natura Windtuck. Yeah, I mean, they even had a dye. It's in the colorway of gold, 4-ply knitting worsted weight, 4 ounces or 113 grams. It's machine wash, and everything else is torn to that part. Do not stretch or hang to dry. So I'm assuming it's saying to lay flat. Sorry, but I don't see, other than the weight, I don't see the yardage. But it is Windtuck. Yep, it is Windtuck. And it was fun to work with. It's not as, being vintage, it's not as stiff as the old Red Heart used to be, or the vintage Red Heart used to be. It's very pliable, and I'm glad I found it to work with it because I like it a lot. Also, we had the circular. I'm gonna come back to that. Boot cuffs. That's one that I'm going to have to pray over before I work with it, because I used to make leg warmers back in my college days, to the point that I was so over leg warmers, and boot cuffs are nothing but the shorter version of leg warmers. So we'll see. We'll see. And then it's an all white make, which I made a hat, all white. And I think this was the Just Yarn, the Premier Just Yarn, for worsted weight from Dollar Tree, or the Not So Dollar Tree, or the expensive Dollar Tree, whichever you want to call it. And then it was the circular scrappy mat. Y'all, this is the other thing that has me in love. I want to wash it and dry it so it'll lay flat. But I like it a lot. I like it a whole lot. I do. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It's 18 inches in diameter. And I had to go back to my geometry terms for that one, y'all. But it is 18 inches in diameter. I ran three strands. I don't know why I can't talk today. But I ran 3 strands, and I used the 8.0 L hook. So I created this. I started out with 6 in my circle. I don't use the magic circle, but I started with 6 in my circle and increased until I got to like round, I think I got to like round 8 or 9, and it was looking a little wonky. So then I went around just one time, and then from there I increased by 10 until it started looking a little wonky again. And then I just completed it around just so it would stay flat. So that is also my FOs for the past couple of days. That's what I've done. But I do still have the other items that I've done for this week. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items so far for this week that I've done. So I'm proud of that. I am really, really, really proud of that. As far as future plans are concerned, pretty much the same. I have a hanking to put something on my hook today. I have worked on things today. I did work on the purple scarf, the extra wide, extra long purple scarf. I got another 1.5 sections added to it. I'm at the point now that when I add the variegated yarn or this yarn, the purples are almost looking the same. And I can only tell the difference when I feel it, because this is kind of rough. This is Red Heart, and it's kind of rough. Yeah, this is the Red Heart Ombre. And 482 yards, 10 ounces, 283 grams, 440 meters. And I know it'll soften up once I wash it. But the end of the week, everything that I made this week will go into the wash. And then it'll go into the gift bag. Well, the pumpkin won't go in the wash because I don't want to distort the fibers. And that's not something anybody will be wearing. So, but everything else will go into the wash Saturday afternoon. And I'll be ready to get it shipped off. Oh, yeah, the pumpkin and the wind spinner. Forgot about the wind spinner. I even got a couple of orders for wind spinners. I'm excited about that. I am. So I'm tickled pink about that. I pulled this beauty out to work on it today. And I'm working on finishing the sleeve to the sweater today. So all I have left to do is the trim on the sweater, but I want to try to use up the rest of this ball. If you remember, this was the Red Heart yarn that was sold at Dollar Tree. So it was a huge ball, and this is all I have left. This yarn likes to regurgitate on you, especially if you're a centerpool type of gal like me, guy or gal. And that's the only problem I had working with it. I'm not the daintiest with yarn. When I move it, I move it. I need it here, I need it there, I need it everywhere. So I make sure it gets here and there and everywhere. So I'm pretty sure my lack of lovingly manipulating it has something to do with the yarn barf. But here again, it is what it is. Okay, what I've been avoiding, and Joan knows, uh, it did, Joan. It did. It got diarrhea all over me. But and as I when I start back working with the off white one, I'm kind of dubious about even picking that up because I don't want to go through the same thing. But I know I'm gonna have to, so I might as well just put my big girl panties on and make it do what it do. Okay, so the health and weight update. I'll start with the positive first. 219.6. I broke that 220 mark. I took my weight this morning and it was 219.6. We will know better next Wednesday when I go to the doctor. I'm just trying to make sure I at least hold it there because I know she'll be super excited to see that. So that's like a milestone for me. You know, she was with me from the beginning when I was up there. Put it aside. I know that's right. Put it aside and let it think about things. Yes. And if I didn't have so much in my mind on my plate, then I would do just that. Notice I said in my mind on my plate. I give myself a lot to do, y'all. I give myself a lot to do. And this is sticking with the health update because of uh, things that happened Tuesday. Tuesday, I told you during the live, I was having a little bit of anxiety issues going on. I ended up having a complete meltdown. I did. I'm not happy about the meltdown. I am happy that I didn't, how kids say nowadays, crash out. Basically, when I go through moments like that and I feel like I can't control anything, the shaking, the stuttering, everything that comes with it, I'll crawl up in my bed and go to sleep, especially if I know that I've taken my meds. That's the safest way out. I don't hurt anybody, and I definitely don't hurt myself. So pretty much that's how Tuesday evening was spent. But I'm okay. I'm okay. The thing about it is that it leaves me drained afterwards. It's almost like having an all-day seizure. And I don't know if any of you all have ever experienced a seizure, but even the small ones make you feel totally drained because all of your muscles tense up and they're spazzing, and it's like a cardio workout. And you just feel like afterwards. So I made it through yesterday. I'm making it through today. I'm a little more perky than I was yesterday. Still not back to 100%. I'd say probably about 85%. So I feel like that's a positive enough number. So I'm happy with that. I also wanted to I had put it in the description. Let me tell you what happened when I first tried to come in. You got to hear this. I don't know if it's a funny story or not, but it's definitely a story. So, you know that I had gotten pretty good about setting up my lives. So I decided this time I did the test to make sure that I could do it on my computer. And I was happy with that. I was really, really happy with the outcome. Ugh. So when I came in the room or in the den, I tried to do it on my phone too. Y'all, the feedback. My grandbaby, Oompa, is autistic. So really, really loud screeching sounds bother her. You would have thought I was her the way it screeched. And I was like, it was like styrofoam rubbing against each other to me. Oh, that's a sound that's so horrid. So when I got out of SpringYard on my phone, it took me out completely. I'm thinking that being that I started it on my phone, that maybe I can. I don't know why I didn't think to turn the microphone off. I wonder if that would have helped. I wonder if I had turned the microphone off on StreamYard on the phone. Would that have helped? That's a thought. I know. Bless the card. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm still having a little trouble with the right side here from choking Sunday. But all in all, I'm good. A reminder of those Taco Tuesdays. If you want to participate, it's an all white make. Make a pumpkin, a circular scrappy mat, boot cuffs, and pick a whip, any whip, and complete it. And if you don't have any whips, start one. I keep balling up my hands and everything because something keeps saying, no, don't start one right now, but I have to. I have to crochet today, y'all. I have to crochet. I don't know why it's on me so hard to crochet. I don't know. I did go. Walmart scared me. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you about. So I went to Michael's when I left the foot doctor on Tuesday. I didn't purchase anything, but I rode through just to show how our Michael's was stocked. It's stocked pretty, with the knit and sew section. Um, it's more stock than I've ever seen that store. It is. It kind of puts me in mind of the first Michael's I used to go to out in Chesapeake, the one that was right across the street from my job. The setup and everything, but I didn't realize until I got home because the whole while I was in the store recording, I could I knew that there was music playing in the background, but excuse me, I really couldn't hear it that well. And when I went back and I listened to the video, you could hear it real good. So I took the sound out and I'm trying to figure out now how to do voiceovers. I have done it before, but I did it on a different platform. And I don't know if I have to go into YouTube and do it or if I can do it on my phone. I did it on my phone before, but it was the Facebook stories that I did it on. And I think I did it on Instagram. Excuse me. I think I did it on Instagram as well. But I definitely want to revisit that those attempts some more before I put that video out. I am going to put it out. Also, what I have in mind as far as I hope you all are catching the daily affirmations. I really do. They've gotten to be fun. There are a couple of people that I will send them to via text as well. And it, thank you for not calling all the way. And excuse me. But it's something that I used to do when I first moved here, and I enjoy doing it. I just enjoy doing it. I think morning affirmations are really, really good. It's a positive way to go about your day. Now, what I asked you all to do was get little sticky notes and stick sticky notes everywhere that you could see them. I have come up with a better way or an additional way for some of you. Most of us have phones and we can take videos. When you get the word of the day, I am so sorry. When you get the affirmation of the day, video yourself saying it. Like today is I am important. Was it important today? Y'all, I recorded all of them Saturday. Yes, I am important. So just a quick video, a 5 to 15-second video. I am important. And throughout the day, with your phone being on you, you can go back and look at your phone and it's right there, especially if you have to leave the house or something, or you're not where you can see your sticky notes, or you don't have sticky notes. So it's a good way to do that. The other idea that I've come up with is starting Sunday, not right now, and not with the ones that we've already had. Starting Sunday, what I am going to do, I am going to make a list and cut up a bunch of the little pieces of paper. I'll probably do it on the computer, being that I got it back up and running, and put the one-word affirmations on a little tab. I'll cut them all out and I'll toss them in the box. Excuse me. And what I'll do when I do my video for them, I will reach in and pull out one, and that will be our affirmative word of the day. What I want you all to do, and what I'm going to do as well, is get a separate jar or box. Write that word down and put it in that jar or box. And whenever you need to recap, or we haven't come up with another word, or you need some encouragement, or you need another I am, just go in that jar and pick out one of those affirming words. It's just a way, like I said, to keep you posted. Sometimes we don't need to hear the same word all day, every day. But I have, I have started making a list of words, and I'm going to make a spreadsheet so that I can, or a grid sheet, I should say, and print those out and cut them out and put them in the box right here. And like I said, when I do the affirmation, if the grandkids are here, I might let them pick it out, or I'll pick it out, or let my daughter pick it out. But anyway, it'll be done like right on the camera. That way I'm putting myself on the spot as well. And I'll, of course, talk about it a little bit and reassure you of just how special you are, just how awesome you are. I know, Joan, and I am too. I got it. Before you can say it, I got it. Okay. Another thing is, y'all, several years ago, I tried doing the double crochet and single crochet foundation rows, and I failed at it. So I'm sorry. I don't know where this is coming from. I slept pretty decent last night. Um, I had a moment. It just escaped me. Oh, the foundation row. I failed at it so miserably. Like I said, it was some time ago. I'm thinking probably like 2015, somewhere back at that time. I tried hard to get it right. Excuse me, and I just could not make it work. And I got frustrated and I put it down. And when I first started my channel a year and a half ago, I tried again and it just was not working. And I tossed it up in the air. And finally, about, I would have to say at the beginning of this year, I sat down and I told myself, you're going to do this. And I stuck with it. And now I can't imagine starting things any other way, except if it's going to be in the round. But other than that, I'm so stuck on it. And my favorite is the half double crochet foundation row. That is my all-time favorite. So that's what I find myself doing a lot. And Joan, yes, I do have to go buy more yarn. I do. First of all, I got notice today that the Burnett blanket yarn they're having a clearance at Walmart, and it's $2.50 a ball. This is $7 yarn, y'all. $2.50 a ball. So I think I'm gonna go over there and grab a few balls of that. But the yarn that I need to buy is black. I need some more black yarn. Um, I have several projects that require black yarn. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Please forgive me, y'all. I feel like it's gonna. No, my yarn is not gone. I am making serious dents in it. The other thing, yes, that's why I like talking because other things come up. Another homework assignment that I had given you all was take 30 minutes a day to do some sort of organization or organizing. It could be your yarn, it could be things in your room, your house, your bathroom. It doesn't matter. Just 30 minutes. Tuesday, when I was freaking out, I put in 2 hours. They were at 30-minute intervals. Whenever I woke up, I would get up and do something. Hence, I can get in my closet now. I can get in my closet now. I rearranged the things on my I call it my backstop shelf in the bathroom. Um, excuse me. I rearranged the dishes in the cabinet in the kitchen. What else did I do? Went through the kids' clothing, pulled out all the clothing that they weren't wearing or were too small. I went through a few of my yarn totes to the point that I was actually able to break one down. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I now have 20. I do have yarn in my bathroom. It's in plastic containers. Yes, I do have yarn in my bathroom. And I have 20 of those totes. It used to be when I first started, I had 23 of them, but I have 20 now. My yarn in my bathroom is in containers like this. And I have I have 6 in the bathroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 out here. So I have 12 of these. And as I'm able to condense things or use things from them and condense them or whatever, I'm breaking it down. I'm not really worried about color coding right now. My daughter pretty much does that. When she comes in my room, she's got a touch of OCD too. She'll see things and she's like, "You pull yarn." So then she'll go rearrange that whole little cubby. Yeah, she got it just about as bad as her mama. But certain things that I've learned in my OCD journey, I had to learn that it's okay if it's not perfect. Sometimes I have to completely redirect myself, make myself march to a different beat because I get frustrated when she starts touching the yarn. But I realize that it's something she has to do. So when she did it the other day, I went in the bathroom and pulled the little balls of yarn I needed. That's how this got back full. And those that were able to fit in here, I was able to condense those in there and take one of those down because it used to be more. It used to be more of these. And like I said, it used to be 23 of the cloth ones. So I've been doing good. Yep. I found my mannequin heads. Y'all, if you know anybody who has a mannequin, um, I am practicing more, or not, can't say practicing. I am designing and creating more ponchos and shawls. And I would like to be able to have a mannequin that I could kind of size things up with. Um, because all I have here are my grandkids and my daughter, and they're on the small side. And then it's me and my other daughter, my oldest daughter, and we're close to the same size, but there's no in the middle, so I have a hard time judging things. When I made the sweater for the lady over at Walmart, I had to use my granddaughter and my daughter because that was all I had to go on. And I was like, see if I can remind you of the sweater. That sweater. Oops. I didn't know it was a video. It's got to stop that. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. But that sweater. So what I did, because the lady was short and small featured, I used my granddaughter for the height of the body of the sweater and like the arms, but I used my daughter for the size. And I had to work those two things together to come up with that. It was a task. It was a task, but if I had a mannequin, I would be able to do it better. Half body mannequin. I want to design more, and I kind of feel a little inhibited when I make my hoods to go on sweaters. And yo, something else I didn't show you all. This is from a while ago, and it just did my heart all the good in the world. Every year, my daughter wears it since I made it. I made it like 3 years ago. But, having it to make, I don't know if y'all remember this. I can show you this too. That's the dress I made. That was inspired by Jennifer of Cinnamon Stitches tank top. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I promise you. I'm in the avenue now. I'm in the area. Okay, that's April of 2023. There it is. I told y'all I was close. Oh, she just shows off so much. Okay, let's do it this way. There it is. Okay, she wanted a cape like. You can see we're just about the same size. So I made that to come down halfway her calf. That's how it looks from the side. And that's it across the back. She is Sigma Gamma Rho. And of course, she's Dr. Reed. So I had to make sure I put that there. The fall, that's fall 2002. That's when she became a Sigma Gamma Rho. I don't know if you saw her shoes that match. Y'all, she's got shoes to go with every top that she has. This child owns over 300 pair of tennis shoes, and I'm not exaggerating at all. Not at all. Some she will wear one time, and she'll give them to us. When we moved into this house, I had 5 pair of shoes. Now I have 5 pair of shoes on one row in the closet. I got 15 pairs of shoes in there. They're all tennis shoes because I can't wear heels anymore. And all I wear, I wish I had them in here, is my slide bedroom shoes. That's all I wear anywhere I go. Sigma Gamma Sigma Gamma Rho is a sorority. Yeah, it's a sorority, and it's Sigma Gamma Rho. There it is. Ugh. Y'all, all of these are spam calls. All of these are spam calls that you hear coming through. And I can't, when they did the update before last on the phone, I don't have the option to silence my calls without turning everything off anymore. So they're supposed to be correcting that. We took it up to Verizon a couple of weeks ago, and we were like, "Hey, you took away my ability to turn my ringer off. I don't even feel like I can go to the movies. I can't I can't turn it down. I can't turn it off. It's like it just completely took that option away. So that's my phone frustration. Hey, I know what I can do since I have you all here. Can you see this color okay? I know I have to pick some. Jesus, leave me alone. There's a song titled Argue, and they got it from this. It's a meme from a rapper, and they turned it into a song. But it says, "You want to argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you." It's when they get to one point, it's like, "You mad? You big mad? I'm happy. Leave me alone." My grandbabies love that song. Oh my goodness. I get in here with them sometimes and we all be happy together. I wish I could throw it in the river, but Joan, I tell you what, I'll sit on it. I will sit on it. I want to show y'all what I'm doing with this scarf. So I'm going to go ahead on and make a little um, swatch. I did it 40 stitches across. Okay, there we go. And my sections are, the solid color is 5 rows of half double crochet, 1 row of the design, 5 rows of the half double crochet. And then in the ombre, I did 2, 1, 2. But it was the same thing, 2 half double crochet, 1 row of the design, and then 2 rows of the half double crochet. So what I'm going to do, just to show you what the design is, I am going to make like a little swatch. And all I'm doing is making my half double crochet foundation row. It's in multiples of 3 plus 4. So however wide you want to make it, because of the design element, it's in multiples of 3 plus 4. And I will show you why. So I am going to do 13. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 more. 8. 10. Ah, there we go. 11. 12. Once I can get it from tangling around my fingers. And 13. Okay. So once you complete your half double crochet rows, or however many you choose to do, I just did 1 for right now. So that's 3 sets of 3 plus 2, so I have 13. And then you're going to chain 1, turn your work. 1 says it so perfectly, flip it like you're flipping a page. And then you're going to always build my double crochets, which is the stackable single crochets. You do a single crochet, and then you go under that first bar, pull through, and complete another single crochet, and that gives you your first double crochet. So that counts as your first one, and then you're going to double crochet in that next stitch, and then you're going to in the third half double crochet from that. So you're going to count over 1, 2, 3. You're going to double crochet. It's just crisscrossing, y'all. And then you're going to double crochet in the one back from it, the second one you skipped. And then you're going to double crochet in that first one you skipped. And it gives you a cute little sway effect. But it also gives it to you on the back. And because you work back and forth, it looks really pretty. When you get ready to do your next one, you count again. 1, 2, double crochet into that third one, double crochet in the middle one, and then double crochet back into that first one. So your first and third ones are crisscrossing. The middle one is straight down. And then one more time. You count 1, 2, 3. You do not go in the stitch that you went in. You don't go in that first double crochet of the previous set. You count the next full 3. And in that third double crochet, and then in the middle one that you skipped, double crochet, and back into that first one, double crochet. Each one of these elements takes up their own set of 3 stitches. And you should have 2 left at the end of that. So you double crochet into each one of those. Chain 1, turn your page, and then you half double crochet into each stitch, including the first one at the hook. The only chain you use is the first one that you put in to turn your work. And because these are half double crochets, your stitches are really easy. That V is real easy to see at the top of the previous row. So you just half double crochet into each one of those. And I drop it in my hook. And that's what you have. And like I said, it looks the same on the back. Now, if you want all of your leans to go the same way, then it has to be an odd number of rows between them. If you don't mind them going back and forth to create a different kind of look, then they go on every even row. I have not tried putting them right on top of each other. I imagine that would be something so totally beautiful. I might try that with the next project. I don't know. But that's what you have. And that's what my purple scarf, that's the design of the purple scarf. I don't know if the phone rang anymore or not, Joan. I'm sitting on it. Y'all got to see me use my grabby. My hook fell. And like I told y'all, I already have to jump to get in my bed. It's tall. So to just bend down and pick it up, that's not an option. I will topple over on the floor and knock all of this over. Y'all, I'm getting back to the basics now. I want to thank you all for coming in. Those who have come in and shared the love with me and soaked up some love and knowledge. I thank you so much. I am going to be showing the poncho within the next, I'm going to say 2 weeks. We're going to say 2 weeks. I worked on it a little bit the other day. Walmart scared me when I went in there yesterday to just go down the yarn aisle because I didn't see the Premier Bloom. And I was like, no. But they had it. So I'm safe and it's good. And I'm going to go ahead on. We don't want you getting, I know. And I tend to do that well. But yeah, I am definitely going to head over to Walmart before the kids get home. And like I said, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I was really excited when I looked at the numbers and saw that we were up to 423. Super excited about that. Also happy that the viewing hours are at 1,392.7, if I'm not mistaken, is the exact number. So that's the viewing hours. And I need to have, I think it said 3,000. I think you said I had to have 3,000 viewing hours. So please share the videos. Please, 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 please share the videos. And don't forget to look out for the affirmations of the day. Go ahead on and look for your jar to put your affirmations in starting Sunday. And don't forget, if you can't write them down on the sticky notes, record them. I would pull the phone out to show you, but with my luck, it'll ring. But just record that affirmation, just like you see it on TV. Just say to yourself, I am important. I am crafty. I am unique. I am beautiful. I am smart. There it goes. It's on ring and vibrate, so I feel it vibrating. But that is it for us today. Don't forget in your life's journey to please, please, please know that you are important. You are important. All of that in a bag of cookies. And remember to be bold, be brave, be beautiful, and behave. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody.